that. We got to change up that tarps off photo in the intro.
If anybody wants to know how important Dakota Josh was to the Vancouver Canucks, that was the game. Okay, so condiments. This is everything.
Everything. So we run the gamut completely, right?
I'm talking about sriracha on the bottle.
Sriracha?
Sriracha. It's that silent R that screws me up.
Is it a silent R?
I don't know, like who's tall?
Who's tall?
Chris Pronger, wasn't he tall?
Chris Pronger was tall, yeah.
Welcome to the PP1 podcast.
Are you kidding me? That's what?
Seven.
Yeah. Still, that's 7 years is a long time.
That's a long time, right?
It's a long time.
Like, you could be married for 7 years, and that feels like a long time. We're married to the show for 7 years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, we had a divorce in the middle, a couple of years in.
Didn't we?
Yeah, well, not really.
We had to go stay with mom.
Yeah, like, hey, I'm going to sleep on the couch for a little bit until we get things figured out. Are you cool with that? Cool with that. Welcome to the PP1 podcast, the PP1 podcast. Sometimes I say that too fast. On the Area 51 Sports Network.
Mm-hmm.
Intro song, Tools by Jesse Roper. I'm going to get into that part in a second. But we got four-string goalie to my screen right, Ted Wong. Welcome to the show.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We've got myself talking right now, mid-body injury. That's me, Ryan. Hello, welcome to the show. Hi. And we're going to talk about injuries today. We're going to talk about the Canucks. We're going to talk about curling. We're going to continue our off-screen conversation about the Cleveland Browns, and things are just not going well for them.
Oh, they're
and the New England Patriots are 9-2, which it just doesn't compute to me. And I'm going to get into that, the post-game press conference, because I just watched Mike Vrabel act like they lost the game. He looked like a wet blanket, and it was just I just texted my coworker and said she loves Vrabel, big Titans fan. And I'm like, if I just tuned into the game, I'm assuming that the Patriots lost, knowing full well they did not. So then
Mike Vrabel was there in Cleveland. He was like the team's special advisor.
But
he was there. We had Mike Vrabel on payroll. He was in Cleveland.
Yeah.
And then goes to a year later, and then all of a sudden Drake May.
Yeah, it's insane. And then, so they get Aaron Glenn on after, the team that lost, the Jets coach, right? And he's like giving insight, going over, there's some stuff, he's trying to answer questions, and there's something, he's like, I'm going to have to look at the tape. And he's like, hey, I'm not avoiding the question. He goes, there's some stuff I want to look at because I don't have quite all the facts on whatever. And he's just going as if like, we've got stuff to do. And they're one of the worst teams in football. And I was thinking right away, I'm like, even Bill Belichick gave a little bit more than Vrabel gave tonight. And that's saying something. So anyway, that's just my random thought on that football game. Welcome to the show. We're going to talk Canucks. Yes, Ted is definitely wearing a Dutch hat. He's Dutch. I don't know if you guys knew this.
I am not Dutch.
Oh, that's not what you told me. That's not what he told me. That's not what he told me.
Mm-hmm.
So rocking the Dutch, despite losing games with someone. Yeah, it's I don't know. I just get Calvin. Are you here? Yeah, we might have time for you, man. If you're at home, talking about the Canucks, the last stretch of games. Oh yeah, the Canucks. We're gonna get into that part. So anyway, so football. We got curling. We've got hockey. We've got, I don't know. We will talk about your Browns in a second.
Tickets on sale, World Cup, right? I guess.
Oh yeah. That looks like Grant got some tickets.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's gonna have to sell a few more chickens, from the sounds of things. Probably, but buy the chicken from Grant, folks. He's gonna need to pay off those World Cup tickets. Either that, or if you're a smart man, Grant, you don't go and you sell them and you pay off your house. because we all know the market that is. Yeah, I'm embarrassed. Listen,
I haven't even asked him. I don't even know how much.
It's tickets. It's tickets. We know in that market, it's a world event. And especially you got Canada games too. So, I mean, dude, you could pretty much, you and the missus could go to Bora Bora for a week for probably what you could resell that for. So, I've never been to Bora Bora, but I hear it's nice every time of year. Like, honestly, it would be smart. Yeah, if you go to one game, just experience it. The quarterfinal, dude. Okay. Yeah, go to the 2 Canada games and then sell the quarterfinal ticket. Someone good's going to be in that.
Canada's in the quarterfinal.
Then you sell it, and like I said, you go to Bora Bora and you buy me a T-shirt. you bring me back some stuff from there, and they're the tier with 4 being low. Oh my gosh! So, should we play a game? Grant, you don't have to tell us. Ted, do you want to guess how much those tickets cost? Let's guess how much he spent. So he's got the 2 Canada games in a quarterfinal, 2 tickets. I'm assuming each.
Okay. So six seats, 3 games.
6 seats, 3 games.
Quarterfinal, 2 Canada.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Do you think Canada is not the biggest draw though, right?
In Canada? Are you crazy?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm curious. Is it? Of course.
It would. Ted. I know you're trying to goat me, I'm assuming. Like, yeah. It's a pretty big deal. It's a pretty big deal, I would think.
Price wise though, like.
Okay. So I'm just gonna guess. So you got 2, so you're 12, 24. I'm gonna say you spent $4,000 on tickets. That's my guess.
I was gonna say he's into it for like $2,800.
$2,800. Who is closer? You don't have to give us a number. I'm really scared of what he's about to answer. I mean, we're kind of almost right in the middle, but I feel like Ryan is closer. Yeah, he is.
Wow. Why Ryan is closer because I'm like grossly under, or because he's
okay? And let's add a wrinkle to this, Grant. Here's the big question: is it more than what Ryan said? Because now I'm interested. This is both under. Oh my gosh. 6? Is it 6,000?
Both under ...
Oh my gosh. Please be under $6,000. Please. It's like that Seinfeld episode with, remember the coat?
No,
with the pink stripes on the inside? Like, Jerry, what'd you pay for that coat? And he's like, oh, it's really nice. And then George is, oh my gosh. Oh, that's Calvin. $7,000. Okay. So it's in the realm of he's aware, just over 4. Okay. That's good. I mean, again, this is not happening again anytime soon. And you're going to make your money back realistically.
Yeah, that's just an investment. That's all.
And the thing is, if Canada's doing well in that tournament, which, I mean, they had a run the last World Cup. If Canada's doing well, that quarterfinal, I mean, I don't even know. You could rent out your house and people would probably stay there in Abbotsford and you'd still make a killing. You could sell it as a package. $20,000. $20,000. They can stay at your house for the quarterfinal. You'll even drive them downtown. The deal. I would do it. That's what I'm saying. What do you think, Ted?
So FIFA keeps 15% of any ticket resold on their marketplace. That's FIFA's smart.
Well, yeah, they're also like crooked, but whatever. Can we talk about curling for a second here?
Yeah.
So, full disclosure, Ted didn't fall this week. He had a clean sheet, if you will. And we played because you haven't been there for every week, Ted. So I don't know if you're aware of like our competitions.
I missed the first 2. Was it 2 weeks? 3 weeks? I think 3 weeks.
Yeah. So there's a team that we played this past week called the Sweeping Beauties. They have pink hoodies. They're pretty good. Like they're a pretty good team. I've been watching. Shane's team, we play from ball.
Yeah.
So was it 2 weeks ago? We were on the sheet beside them, and they were getting dummied like 9-2. Like it was bad. And then, but they were having a good end, and I just said, I'm like, if you guys played out, I'm like, maybe if you steal a few here, you guys actually have a chance. So they come back, and it's like 9-7. Like it was wild. And we're going up and down the ice, and he's like, you might need to come to more of our games. He's like, I can't believe this is happening right now. So they ended up losing, I think, 11-7 or something. Anyway.
Well, that's high scoring. That's way high scoring.
Oh yeah, it was crazy. And then I watched them a week ago before our game, and again, same kind of thing. They were playing. Did you play the team of the Stoners? Were you on that game? I don't know.
Last week was the week before.
Yeah. The Stoners team. Did you play against them?
Is that the team that I kicked the rock, that I burned the rock?
That might have been the team. Yeah, and then they ended up beating us. Anyway, so they were beating those guys like big time. So sweeping beauty. So we go in there. They get hammered to start. We come back. I think, did we go ahead or tie it, I think? It was like back and forth. And then we're sitting. We stole. I think, did we steal or got a hammer on the second last end? So now we're up by 1, I think, right? Going into the final. And we've got some good placement and getting some bad intel on what rocks I'm supposed to shoot. Ted gets some good shots in. And then it literally comes down to both skips. While we're up there, we got some good guards up there. And then they just we had the whole house kind of guarded, had 1 point in there. And then they just screwed up. And we beat them. We beat, I believe, the best team that we've played so far, or that I've seen in the league anyway. And we beat them. And apparently they were not thrilled about that.
Oh, they weren't?
Brian was saying, he's like, yeah, they're pretty pissed. I'm like, well, good. I'm like, we beat them.
Oh, no, that's crazy. I didn't know anybody even gave a shot.
I mean, maybe, I don't know if they're pissed. It didn't look like it, but it sounds like they're kind of upset that they lost. I'm like, well, we didn't suck. I'm like, we worked our tails off in that game.
Okay.
Like,
look at that.
There was 2 ends there where my shoulders are still sore from Sunday.
From your shoulders are sore from curling?
They're not. I was just trying to
just checking.
Be hyperbole. Like there was some pretty intense sweeping on that, and Darren will agree. And they weren't just your rocks; there were some of Brian's too. So, but no, we won. So I think we're up there. We've got a pretty decent record. We might be one of the top teams in the Sunday Fun Curling League. That's saying something.
Okay.
Like, how are you feeling?
I don't know
so
how
far?
we were in the first couple of games.
Back.
Yeah, we'll have our 2 best players are out this week, so you're going to have to skip.
Oh, nice. Brian. Yeah. Oh, Brian's next weekend, he said.
Oh, I thought it's Darren and him this weekend, so Matt's coming in. I think there's only the 3 of us.
Yeah, Grant. We could use.
We could actually use Grant
next week. No, next week.
Oh, okay. I think you should better check.
Yeah, Brian's all over the place because the hockey game, he's going to the opener of the Golden Eyes.
Okay.
And that's next week. So.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty sure. So, yeah, you want to come to Kelowna, Grant? We got a spot for you. It's on a Sunday. It's a day off for most people. So.
This man doesn't get the same days off we do.
Dude, how hard is it to put chickens on autopilot for a day? Just be like, guys, I'm going to go check out my friends 3 hours from here. You'll be fine. And of course, you'll get an emergency call from the missus. What are you doing? I'm curling clearly. You need to come home. No.
Stop interrupting, please.
We're in the 5th end. Leave me alone. So, yeah, you should come play. It'd be great. But how are you feeling so far? What's the vibe check from curling? Because this is still kind of new to you.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, I like getting down into the stance and making a good shot, and when you're doing what they ask you to do, and when you're doing inside or outside spin on it and stuff, and then being able to manipulate. It's pretty fun, man. It's a lot more effort than I thought it was going to be, and it's way more touch and strategy than I thought it would be. But
I hear you.
I like it.
Yeah, you think that you barely have to touch it, and it goes right through the house, and you're like, okay, yeah.
It's also
curling really. Yeah. Yeah. That's why when there's like highlights of the night and it's curling, it's probably a pretty good shot. Like it's probably something you might ever make once.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then I also found out last Friday, Jared Allen, All-Pro, Hall of Famer, Minnesota Vikings defensive end, has his own curling team. He's in the Grand Slam of curling. So I've reached out to multiple accounts to hopefully make this happen because I really want to get him on to chat curling because I think if you had an opportunity, this is one of those times, if you had an opportunity to chat curling with an all-pro Hall of Fame defensive end from the NFL, would you do it on a hockey podcast?
Why wouldn't you do it on a hockey podcast?
It makes too much sense. So we're if anyone knows through Middaw or Morris or any of those guys, get on the chirpy with your boy here and let's make something happen. So curling does rock. It's not just a slogan, Calvin. It's not just a slogan. So yeah, it's been going well. I'm very happy with this. Ted, I sent you a clip. I don't have.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So Sam Lafferty last night, because the Canucks weren't on, I was watching the Devils and the Blackhawks. That was a game. That was a game and a half. It was so good, like back and forth, old timey hockey. Is it? I don't know. I feel like we're doing okay. Must be your internet. You should take the Wi-Fi off of the farm for a second. The chickens don't need to be watching any.
On it.
Yeah. No, I found out you're not supposed to do that. Apparently, that was ruining the games.
No, everybody knows they fixed it.
I don't. Yeah. Apparently, it wasn't good, but whatever. Anyway, game was awesome. Bedard was looking amazing. Hughes looking amazing. Markstrom looked pretty good. It was just all over the place. Anyway, all of a sudden, Sam Lafferty gets a play in I think it was third period. Absolute, just starts to think of the blue line. Massive toe drag pull. Then pulls it back through his legs. Then it was like that Rick Nash deke. Remember that one?
For sure.
It was like so close to that. And I'm watching this game, just kind of doing some dishes. And all of a sudden I watch this whole play and I just yell out, like, oh my gosh, wow, that was a goal. Like instantly, I'm like, that's gonna be one of the goals of the year for sure.
It was sick. He's for starters, he's not a small guy, right? I mean, he's known for being a little bit more of like a good skating checker, right? I mean, there was like times where I remember he reminds me a little bit of like Jason Chimera.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember Chimera. Oh, like could stay in the league for so long for a guy that didn't have any hands really to speak of. Todd Marchand, same thing, right? Guys that could really wheel, like really skated, and they just kept around. But he's got some decent hands, and every once in a while, for the most part, it looks like he can barely handle the puck, and then every once in a while, he shows like some serious hands. So I mean, ridiculous goal. And that initial toe drag, I wager was the most important part of that deke, and maybe the highest degree of skill.
It was, and you're right, because I'm watching that play, and it was almost like I think he was almost a little surprised he still had the puck on his
exactly.
stick. Like it just comes and he looks and he's like, "Oh, geez, I still have it." Like it was the longest toe drag, and then as he's like playing through and he like puts it through his legs, like there was 3 different things that had to be perfect.
It almost looked like he was in self-preservation mode the whole time. Yeah, it was everything that he needed to do, right? It was like some hand of God shit. Like it was great. It was so fun.
You're like hitting it on the head on some of these because it just, again, watching it in real time, and I'm thinking like, I don't think he thought he was still going to have the puck. And then once he got to the deke, my only thought was like, okay, can he bury it though, or is there going to be like a paddle save or something like that, and just undress Markstrom? And I thought that was going to be the game for sure at that moment.
Everybody was,
and then New Jersey,
nobody could do anything about it.
No, it was just, and I texted you. I'm like, yeah, it was like McDavid-esque, but it really wasn't, because McDavid just has. Well, he had his goal yesterday, which was incredible too. It's like NHL 04. Hold down the L2 button.
Big
Across.
windmill.
Yeah, just wild. And then, did you watch any hockey tonight at all?
No, I didn't get to watch any hockey tonight.
So the Oilers were playing.
Matt's at that game though.
Yeah, Columbus.
He's in Columbus.
That's right.
Yeah.
Why is he in
Says-
Columbus?
Well, we're there for work right now.
As one would be. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a small convention or something that's
So
there,
you
and-
get LA and he gets Columbus.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So he's
That's
got-
awesome.
So yeah. So what are they going to do on a Thursday night or whatever? And lo and behold, Edmonton, Connor McDavid of all people in town. So that'd be a sweet game to go to. So it's, I think 20 in a row, like pretty close to nosebleeds, but like the view is good as it is in like any arena. So they get something right on center ice, and like $16 for a beer, big ones, a lot of fun. That's a weird town, right? You're saying I can't remember, it's Cincinnati or no, Pittsburgh is 220 clicks or miles, I can't remember, south or something like that. And then like Cincinnati is like another 220 north, and it's like right in smack in the middle. And then Cleveland's like another 100 and something west, right? So it's like he was looking for Browns gear for me, he said. And there was the story went in and asked the guy, was like, oh, do you have any 940 Browns hats in? And the guy's like, yeah, no, all we have is Steeler stuff. Like, it just seems blasphemy that there'd be a little shop selling only Steeler stuff right in Cleveland.
I just messed around with my camera. Apologies.
How'd that go? Oh, my guy. Oh, Ryan.
Can you hear me?
There we go. Yeah, we got you back.
Can you see me?
No, I can't
This
see
is
you.
ridiculous. All right, we're just gonna go.
This is going back in the day, right? When we used to do these things like remotely every once in a while.
It's not even. Come on, what are we doing here? OBS virtual camera.
Do you not have just your we're full on?
Oh, there we go.
Right now?
Okay, that's what I get for pissing around with this stupid thing. I'm gonna try one more time. Bear with me. Okay. Don't touch anything. Freaking idiot. Okay. We're better now. Sorry, everybody. I know you wanted to see me. Yeah, that's weird that there's no Brown stuff.
Nothing. Yeah. So he said maybe get some Buckeyes gear, but yeah. So anyways, they're in Columbus right now watching the.
Like
and he said actually like best game presentation he's seen in an NHL game.
Really?
Yeah, and so I think he's been to 6 or 5 or 6 cities or something like that.
No kidding.
So, yeah, best presentation.
So I was
And I know obviously Las Vegas gets usually cream of the crop for that. I know LA is really good too.
Las Vegas is
Who would
amazing.
know? Columbus. I mean, that is a sports town, obviously, right? There's
Oh yeah, they're a big college
however
town.
many kids go to that school. They fill Buckeye games all the way up. Like, I would imagine that's a pretty crazy sports town.
So do they call it the lum or the bus? Is there like the proper slang for that?
The Clum.
The lum, the Clum.
It's the Clum. Clum's probably the official.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to add to that game. I was asking if you watched. So, Leon Draisaitl was unstoppable tonight. He had 2 low percentage, but for him, they're like just normal percentage shots. Where he's like almost not at the goal line, but like in that little wedge of, just an absolute wire. I had to see the highlight a couple times to see where he shot it from. And the guy's just ready and absolutely focused. It's like watching Top Gun, but hockey. Like when you just see it like locked on. And I know.
It's like when the guy with the shotgun that he yells like pull or whatever, and the thing just launches and he's like
clay shooting. Yeah.
It's just like guaranteed that he's gonna nail it.
I bet
you see the puck moving across, and every time you're like, oh my god, it's gonna happen.
It'd be ironic if he was awful at duck hunt.
So how good is Leon Draisaitl if he's on his own? Could he just take over a team?
Whatever your question is, yes is the answer. Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
So do him and Connor just become the next Malkin and Crosby? Or at some point does he go off on his own and like, I'm gonna figure this out on my own?
I think we've had this question with Crosby and Malkin too, right? And I think now it's a lot easier in Pittsburgh because they've won multiple times. So they don't need to do anything, and they haven't. In Edmonton, it's almost the same thing. I do believe. I do believe that it's very close. I wonder, like, what duo, if we took the titles away, which is so tough to say that, but like if you take the titles away, are they a better duo? Crosby and Malkin, or Draisaitl and McDavid?
That's a great question.
Like if you take away the titles,
you're just talking about they're at their core.
Mm-hmm.
All things are equal. What in their prime is better?
Like I think, because I've been thrilled to have seen Pittsburgh a few times when back in the day, and seeing Malkin and Crosby. I saw Malkin play at like a World Juniors tune-up game in Kelowna when he was like barely of age.
Yeah,
Malkin
it's hard to
dominant though. He was so dominant when Crosby wasn't doing well. He was still dominating opponents.
Yeah, it's hard to say really who. Like that's the ultimate comparison, right? I mean, we talk about the fact that like McDavid might be the best player ever to play,
just skill and everything,
sheer ability and God-given skill to play the game. All things included. He might be the best. He might be the best, right?
We're not going to have Dixon on this show for a while because I don't want to get in trouble again.
Well, yeah, I mean, all of that included. Like, it's pretty tough to match Gretzky's big brain. But what does McDavid do in the same era? I wonder, right?
But Gretzky didn't have that speed. Like he didn't have the Bure speed, basically.
The speed, the hands, right? And the game, it's different than when Wayne was playing. And but Wayne's been passed over a bunch of times when it came to stuff like that. When you're thinking about like, okay, it's just a God-given skill.
Mm-hmm.
You're seeing all these players they're all skating around at a combine. They're all there, all the greats, right? Like Lindros is there, Mario's there, Wayne is there. McDavid's there, Sid's there, Aura's there. Like you get to pick, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like Wayne would be passed over a bunch of times if you're just seeing it for the first time, just because he's small and he's not super fast, and you're not thinking to yourself like that's going to be the guy. But he was so good. Just got off topic, but yeah.
I'm just trying to remember because I don't want recency bias to like cloud my judgment here.
And it does, right?
But I mean, from everything we remember, like I was just saying, like Malkin was so dominant.
He was very good
when Crosby was even injured, right? Like he was still. This was probably like when our podcast first started, maybe even around Jersey City times too.
Maybe.
I mean, he was still so good.
Yeah.
That it could have been his team, and had he gone anywhere else, he could have dominated. At the same time, in the same breath, when McDavid was out, Leon Draisaitl became an absolute terror to the NHL.
Yeah.
So
what do you say then, right? So you say, okay, you're taking these two players, Sid versus McDavid, who's better? And then like past that, you go Draisaitl versus Malkin, who's better? I think it's easier to say, or you have a good argument to say Malkin. Yeah. Right. But even though the other guy's won scoring titles and is also a center, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have some reasons why you can say it. and out of the two, that might, I don't know what's the closer debate. Like, pretty tough to take Sid. I don't know. But it's easier to take Malkin, even though Draisaitl still might be the better player.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I think Sid was just so efficient. Like McDavid's the flashier, the more dynamic-y, whatever. But like Sid just is so efficient. I think he was always just so tough to just keep off the scoreboard. You can do that with McDavid. Like, and I'm not saying that in like he's so easy to, but I mean, if you look at them, like if you're comparing, again, I'm trying to compare the duos, but I guess we're kind of breaking down player by player. I mean, you can shut down. This is a tough thing to say. You can shut down Connor McDavid. It has been really tough to shut down Sidney Crosby. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I think the same. Now you go down to McDavid or to Draisaitl and Malkin, and I think it's a different situation. I don't think either of like. I think those two are probably more comparable because the bar is so close on their overall ability, from the power forwardness to just, again, the skill, to their dominance, to their shot, to points, all those things. I would say those are the two closer players. And then I would probably give the edge to Crosby, to be honest, over McDavid.
Wow.
And again, I'm comparing the pairs.
Well, maybe. I'm not disagreeing. I mean, I can't disagree with any of it.
It's a good debate, though, because I don't think, everybody just compares McDavid to everything else. But I mean, give it an honest look. I'd be interested to see how that would shake down.
I don't know, man. I think Draisaitl's probably better than Malkin. Like,
you've
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600-point seasons.
Okay.
128-point season.
What about Malkin?
Malkin's got also got 300-point seasons. But then his career just goes on forever too, right? Like, he's got 21 points in 17 games this year.
Malkin does?
Yeah, like he's fucking on fire right now.
Dude, that guy is old.
He's like 39 years old. Like, what the fuck? It's crazy.
He's having like a quiet OV season with no records that people are paying attention to.
And he's been without so much fanfare too. Like,
yeah. How has the league game changed in the time Crosby entered versus McDavid? That's a good question. Grant asks, how has the league / the game, how has the game changed in the time Crosby entered versus McDavid?
I feel like they've continued to work to open the game up.
I think they've allowed the game to be more creative.
I 100% agree. I think the biggest thing that's happened is the types of players that enter the league now, right? Like, because of Sidney Crosby, you have guys like Trevor Zegras, and you have these like super high end skill guys who can do like Coots, right? He was doing things with the puck that you would have seen Sidney Crosby do.
Yeah.
Like when he first broke in, right? But now that's just a regular thing that all the kids do, right? And the league is just so much more skill now. And I think that's the biggest difference, the amount of skill that exists in the league because of kids watching guys like Sid play. The game has changed, right? Like, look at the Michigan. How many guys in the league can pull Mishies now?
Yeah, we haven't
seen it for a while, but because the game adapted. But you could never, like, guys couldn't do that. Like, guys just straight up just didn't have the ability to do that. So it's different. The game is more skill now. Has more skill.
We're gonna do a quick little break. Is that cool?
Yeah.
I'm gonna narrate something here for you guys. You don't know this is happening, but I'm gonna do it. So I started a venture almost a calendar year ago. Mulligan Golf. Ted's a fan. He's been supportive. Was at our photo shoot. Good buddy of mine, as he is. We're running our month-long sale on mlgandgolf.com. Lots of cool stuff on there. Here is our little video. I don't think it has any audio, so you're just going to have to watch it in silence or watch it on Instagram too. Ooh, look at that. Can you guys hear us? Look at this. $20 hats, $25 t-shirts, $60 hoodies, $60 polos, and a few other things. So some hats, like everything on the website, go check it out. Everything on the website is on sale. So go out and get some stuff. Support me and my little venture. This has been a lot of fun. It's funny because hockey is like my absolute passion, and golf just kind of has taken over in the last couple of years. I don't know why, and I'm still not even that good at it. But here we are. I'm wearing a Canucks custom-made mulligan hat. I don't know if you guys can see. Like the black and yellow. I want to make a skate one. And then Luke's kid gave away his Oilers one to Curtis Lazar. So he is without his Oilers hat. So we're going to have to run a colorway. But yeah, go check out our website. That is our, I mean, I can say it's a free ad because I'm running the show. So go check it out. We'd appreciate it. And I will hand deliver it if you live in Kelowna. And if not, then we'll find a way to get to ASAP. We got new stickers. You saw those. What did you think of those?
I like the tan one.
Yeah, it's like it looks like a matte paper kind of feel to it, like paper bag kind of. So I knew that'd be up your alley. So
yeah, they're fun. Stickers are great. Who doesn't like stickers?
I sent a link. I sent a link to a friend of the show, so hopefully he gets here. And speak of, he must be done football.
Yeah.
Yay! Fan of the show, friend of the show,
friend of the show,
co teammate for Bat Sniffers. We got Calvin Hector from.
You got a Grey Cup hat. Wow.
Yeah, Grey Cup's on Sunday. I gotta wrap the big game.
Get out in Canada.
Yeah.
Albuquerque? No, in Canada. Eh? Calvin, welcome to the show, man. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. I mean, I know this is a Canucks podcast, but my number one team is the Flames, and they won tonight, which is a rarity for them. So that put me on good spirits.
But they're healthy, so that's good.
Yeah, healthy, but
Calvin's got like some.
How's this for a stat? They're the last. They're the first. Yeah, they're the last team to get to 5 wins this season.
Oh,
yeah,
that's surprising. Yeah.
It's exciting. 5 wins. Oh my goodness. Where's the Stanley Cup?
Yeah, well, you know what though? Like, all they have to do is go on like a little run, just like a little 3-game run, and all of a sudden they're just going to be like way up there because everything's just congested right now, right in the West. Like, it's just a few points separate like 8 spots. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. There's a lot of. I was saying this earlier to a coworker of mine. The league parity this year, I think it's pretty good. Like, I don't think there's a cut and dry team where I'm like, they're going to win the Stanley Cup this year. I think it's going to be a battle.
Which is good for the league, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did Calgary got a shutout tonight?
Yeah.
Or was that
it was against San Jose, so I don't really think it's anything to write home about. But
San Jose's looking pretty good right now, though. They're fun.
They didn't have a lot of shots on net tonight. I don't know. They look tired. Maybe they're coming off the end of a road trip. I don't know what their schedule's been like of late, but they just kind of look gassed to me. They weren't really doing much offensively. And then, the Flames, they peppered shots, but they only won 2-0. It wasn't a stamp victory, that's for sure.
Well, the stamps aren't in the Grey Cup, so it doesn't matter. See what I did there? I'm good at multi-sporting here. So Calvin, we haven't.
Calvin, do you follow do you follow like the Wranglers and stuff? Do you watch the AHL stuff? Are you like
yeah,
all the way down?
I don't follow the Wranglers super closely, just here and there, just when we get call-ups or.
Do you pay attention to like, are you like a prospect guy?
Honestly, though, with the way the Flames are set up this year, most of their like top guys, prospect-wise, are kind of already called up with the team. I know they've been doing a little bit of cycling, but only on an injury basis. Most of the young guys that they are really trying to implement into their roster for the future is kind of already with the Flames club. I know the Wranglers have been really strong in the past, but that's because they.
Yeah, I mean they always seem like such a such a heavy rival for Abbotsford. I think they did such a good job between the two franchises, like making sure that rivalry sticks.
Mm-hmm.
But I was curious. Like I remember there was like Hunter Brustevich was traded to the Flames.
Yeah.
Out of Vancouver. He was like a really cool prospect. We had him for like a minute. I was just wondering if you've like seen him. Does he look good? Like, I mean, he might just be invisible too. Like we just don't know what's going on with him. But he was kind of a fun prospect.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, with the Flames doing so poorly, I'm kind of like, let's just start switching guys up and down if you can send them. But I know there's guys on one-way contracts that you definitely can't send down to the Wranglers. I wish they could, but
yeah,
Remember when Wade Redden got sent down? He's getting like 12 schmilly for New York?
Right, that was in Hartford. He's playing in Hartford,
just
right, for the Wolfpack.
So Grant is a good friend of ours. He's been on the show. Follows Abbotsford a lot as well. Just asking about Kirkland going on waivers. What are your thoughts there?
You know what? He's good in the shootout. He's got that one move that seems to fool every goalie, even though I'm just like, he's going to do it every time. And the only time he fails is when he misses the shot. It's not necessarily the goalie stopping it. I think he was good as a bottom line guy when we needed him, but now that we've got the younger guys and we're trying to give them shots, I think putting Kirkland on waivers is good because it frees up the space. So like I said, do more of the call-ups, get the guys from the Wranglers, get their feet wet in the NHL while you can, see how they do, how they plug in, because it is one of those seasons, I think, for the Flames where it's just plug and go, figure out what works. If it doesn't work, change it up next game, because I don't really think we're going to have too many win streaks. I don't even think the Flames won 2 games in a row yet. Like, we just got to 5 wins.
You got to believe.
Cool, but like they haven't won back-to-back games this season yet.
Nah, it's still early. There's, like you said, there's so many teams right now. There's no cut and dry team that is like the runaway favorite. I think there's a lot of teams still trying to figure out like what's going on. Like, I mean, obviously we're Canucks podcast at our base point. And I mean, we still kind of don't know what the Canucks are yet because they haven't had a full team almost since the start of the season. And as Ted, was it your brother-in-law was saying, how everything's going, was it a Canuckdrum instead of a conundrum?
Yes, a conundrum.
Shout out to Ted's brother-in-law for that one. That is super clever. Yeah.
I will say this, and I did comment this earlier, though. The Canucks are exciting to watch, even with the injuries, just seeing who's stepping up. And, maybe they're not getting the wins, but at least they're keeping the games close. They're not getting blown out like the Oilers 9-1.
That was fun.
And that was exciting. I was at the Colorado game on Sunday.
Okay.
And I was nice. This is going to be the McCarr. It's going to be the McCarr show. It's going to be the McKinnon show tonight. I don't think the Canucks. I mean, coming off the Oilers losing 9-1 to Colorado, I was like, what are we going to see tonight? And of course, right off the start, McKinnon 2 goals right away. I'm like, oh my goodness, what kind of night are we in for? And then the Canucks, they're just like, we're not going to quit. We'll fight right back. No. And they made it a really close and entertaining game. And I was actually so hyped to be there. I was like, I can't complain about this hockey game. Maybe the OT goal. The OT goal just kind of took the wind out of the sails, but
yeah.
I mean,
how did you make your way to that game? How did you get tickets?
I just already planned to be in Vancouver for something else on the Monday. And so I was like, oh yeah, they're playing Sunday night. That's the night I was going up anyways, and just snag some tickets on the ticket websites.
That away.
Yeah.
There you go. Stars hung 7. I saw that on the Habs tonight. Yeah, they're going through some stuff too. So the NHL is just, nothing is set in stone right now. I think I was chatting with a customer today who came in wearing a Skate Canucks hat. I'm like, so how are you feeling about things right now? Because I'm like, are you worried? And like, what do you think about Quinn and everything? And, we were talking. He's like, it really seems like they're building around Kiefer Sherwood right now. So I was like, yeah, that's probably, he's like, it's not exactly a recipe for success. I mean, it's great when you've got a guy like Kirkland for a bit, right? He was the hot thing. And just, I mean, what a story, Kelowna Rocket, all that kind of stuff too, right? As far as local people go. And, Sherwood has been so dominant as far as a depth guy, and he has great hands. He can hit. Like, he's been a great story. But, I mean, you look at the 2 leaders on the team, it's Hughes and Petey, and they each have 13 points. That's good for 78th in the league.
Yeah.
These are two guys that we should be like, well, they're 12th and 13th because they're a point back of 5th, right? Like, this is where these guys should be talked about, and those are the two highest scoring players on the team. It's kind, and I mean, the rookies are dominant, or not the rookies, but like the young guys like the Celebrinis and the Bedards and all those guys. Like, it is becoming not their league, but they're getting into their time now where that section of guys is having their way with the league. Whereas, some of the guys have been around, 6, 7, 8 years, 9 years. Everybody, it's not as dominant. Ted and I were talking though before, like Malkin. What did you say? He's got like 20 points or something?
Yeah, he's got 21 points in 17 games.
Yeah. So it doesn't always correlate the way you think it would be, but yeah, I don't know. Like there's nothing set in stone yet. So I don't know. I was it last week or the week before that I was very like wet blanket on everything. I think it was like 2 weeks
I feel
ago.
like that was last week.
Was it?
Yeah.
So watching the Canucks this past week and watching a few other games in there, I feel like maybe it's not as bad, but I mean, seeing Quinn Hughes go down, like Calvin, I'm sure you're paying attention, like seeing the best player on the team go down after all these injuries, and especially knowing what's going on, all the contract kind of stuff, and, is he going to be here next year, all that kind of stuff. That's frightening after they go and see Thatcher Demko get knocked out yet again with another injury. Like,
yeah,
that's not fun for any team. And, we've seen it happen on so many teams, right? Where these situations go on. But like, I guess as an outsider, like, what do you see for something like that?
I just feel for the team. Like, you want them to be healthy because you want to see what they actually can put on the ice. But when you're just busy trying to plug away and fill those gaps, like the workload, especially with Demko going on, I'm blanking on the name. Why am I blanking on his name? But it's having to play back-to-back nights.
Lank.
Not back. Lankinen having to play back-to-back nights, right? So Colorado the first night, or the second night, and the night before it was whatever team they played the night before, and then Demko's back, but he's not back because he hurts himself again, and then you're thrown right back into the Wolves again. Like picking up that workload too is a tough thing to watch because you're like, oh, they just want to succeed, but that's a lot to put on a goalie's shoulders.
Yeah, I mean,
on
Ted, what are your thoughts?
Like on the flip side, like I let's talk about Calgary's goaltending for a little bit. Like, man, I know that the numbers aren't there; it doesn't look great, but like I just enjoy watching Wolf play. He's so exciting.
Yeah, I was texting my brother actually because he's a Sharks fan. Ironically, even though I have a Sharks Owen Nolan picture behind me here.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? It's a good throwback. It's signed by him. But I was texting my brother who's a Sharks fan. I'm like, we won the game because Wolf was the better goalie of the two teams. And him being from California, he loves to beat California teams. I know that for sure. He likes to beat the Ducks. He likes to beat the Kings. He likes to beat the Sharks. But he is the Flames' best player every time he is in between those pipes. And that's not a knock on Devin Cooley either. Like, before the season started, Cooley was a big question mark because the preseason was horrendous. And it's just like, are we even going to keep him as our backup? What's the move? Where trade talks were going galore. And then, the couple games that Cooley's been in that, he hasn't really done terrible. It's just the team that's in front of them on the ice is faltering a bit. But our goaltending, I don't mind the 1-2 tandem with Wolf and Cooley. I mean, Wolf is going to take the biggest brunt of the season. I think he'll play at least 60 games at a minimum.
Damn.
For sure, if not more. And him being young, I think that's not a bad thing because then, the wear and tear isn't as bad when you're a younger goalie, I would assume. And I think he's ready for it and he's open to it. And he knows he's pretty much the Flames franchise goalie going into a new building, and hopefully down the line can maybe bring them to a Stanley Cup final, but that's to be seen. But he is a good caliber goalie, and I think in the Flames Nation world, everyone's happy with at least the goaltending situation, but everything else is just up in the air.
Like, speaking of up in the air, and I just want to get your thought on this because it's like a possibility is being reported. Like, Nazem Kadri to the Canucks. Like this is an actual rumor that's going around. Like, what are your thoughts on that trade? What are your thoughts on the player? Like, what would Vancouver be getting? And like, I don't know, could this thing happen?
Oh gosh, I mean, I personally wouldn't be hurt to see Kadri traded. Now, what comes back is the bigger issue. I mean, if we're setting ourselves up to rebuild a team, well, the return has to be there. Kadri's a good player. He keeps the Flames in a lot of games. He's fun to watch on the ice. Can he help another team? Big time, especially on the offensive side of things. He can really generate offense just on his own. He doesn't necessarily need someone to set him up in a play or anything. He can just get the puck and off he goes. And he's got that compete level. I've also heard trade rumors with Toronto as well, but Toronto's prodding on
Wouldn't that be
player
crazy?
were they saying? Going back to Toronto, I don't think it's Kadri. I think it's perhaps Anderson. They're trying really hard to pull for Rasmus. So, I mean, there are a lot of trade rumors in Flamesland, and I know Craig Conroy is the general manager. I don't think he wants to appear desperate. So I don't think we'll see the Flames making any trades until the deadline. I don't think we're making any early season trades, even with the train wreck that's going on right now in Flamesland. I mean, I think that would help the Canucks for sure if they were able to give it Kadri. But I don't know what we'd get from the Canucks in return, because what do they have in terms of draft stock? Like, do the Canucks have a first rounder coming up? I know they've made some trades involving first rounders in the last couple seasons. So
yeah, they've got their picks, right? I mean, I think they're gonna want to part with a pick before they part with, you know, a Villander or something like that, or Elias Pettersson or DPD, right? Like they're like, I don't know. I can't see them like a Lekkerimaki. Maybe that's what gets moved and end a pick and something to get your hands on a guy like Nazem Kadri. I don't know how I like Kadri. In addition to how good he is on offense, like you talk about, I mean, he's such a tough guy to play against, right? I mean, Vancouver's role of a third line center, like a checking shutdown center, that's kind of being taken on by Petey right now. And Petey's also your first line center. So you've got him playing the toughs, and he's out there trying to generate offense at like a clip that's like, it looks like 50 some odd points on the season. It doesn't look like a whole lot, but he's looking good defensively, right? So having a guy, I think, like Kadri come in would help for sure. I don't know if it's a trade that he's 35 too. Like that doesn't, what are we spending money on here? Do we even know if we're a playoff team? I know the biggest gap is second line center, though. That's for sure.
I think what could happen, and why I would entertain this as a soonish trade, if you will, like within the next month or so, I could see it happening for both teams, for the sole fact of like the Canucks are going to get, well, a healthy body that can produce, and Calgary's probably going to get some draft stock / somebody up and coming like Lekkerimaki or something like that. I don't know if Vancouver wants to do that, but I do see it kind of, it gives kind of like a jolt to both teams. One for a team that probably needs some wins, and one that needs some healthy body, that they're still trying to hold on to whatever they believe is left in, I'm not even going to call this a window, but I guess the window of keeping Quinn Hughes, because I think you got to throw everything in the kitchen sink at this season, whether we want that to happen or not, just to decide like, hey, if he's staying here, like we have to show like we're still in this. Even if we're not in it this season, we're still in this to keep this thing going, so that we still have an opportunity to make it happen when everybody is healthy. And then in Calgary's, on their side of the ledger, they're getting guys that can start helping them win, and creating that new culture, right? Like maybe a couple other guys that bring in some young talent, some fresh faces that they can kind of build from. And sometimes it's just that perfect, like, all right, two teams need something. Here's how this works. I mean, it's in division, which is crazy too. But I don't know. I've always just not cared about the whole in division thing. It may matter later on, but I mean, it's not like Vancouver and Calgary or Vancouver and Edmonton are necessarily playing each other in a playoff round. And, it could bite you, but it's like, if they traded, let's say, JT Miller into to Calgary or Edmonton, let's just say, like, yeah, I mean, yeah, he's going to be on the other team, but I mean, it's not like you just play them. There's 31 other teams that you're going to play, or 30 other teams you're going to play. I've never bought into the in division thing. It's not like, you know, the NFL or I mean, baseball, where you're playing the division like 20 times a piece, right?
Yeah.
Like the NFL, if you go send like a defensive player.
I disagree with you so hard. Like,
really?
Man, I think it matters in division, right? I think like, man, like Calgary and Edmonton and Vancouver do not like each other.
I know they don't like each other,
right? And like LA, San Jose, and Anaheim do not like each other. Like those teams, those games matter, Ryan. Like they're like even first thing in the season. That's why they always have a home opener against a rival, right? Because it's like, okay, we're getting things started, right? Shit's getting going right from jump, and that's like those are important games. Like you just know, no matter what, like you're going to go into a rival week game against the Calgary Flames, and it's going to be a tough game. Like it's going to be different than just a regular run of the mill game. Don't get me wrong. Like, sure, you're going to go play New York, and the Islanders are going to have a couple guys out of the lineup, but like these players don't know each other, right? They don't play each other all the time. When you're playing teams like all the time, like they do that many times a year, I think rivalries count for a lot. And I think the in-division stuff, like that plays. Like the fact that like there's so many former Canucks that play in Calgary, and you add on the fact that like Elias Lindholm's there, and like we just traded for Elias Lindholm, and you get him for 1 year, which very well could be Kadri in this sense, right? And then all of a sudden this guy just ends up somewhere else, and now you've blown a pick. Like we did that in a year that we were like Zadorov from Calgary, right? Like we did that in a year when we were challenging for a playoff spot, and now we're going to start giving up picks for guys that can help you win in the playoffs, and we don't even know if we're making it to the playoffs. I don't know. I think it does matter in a division. I really do.
I think both.
I think. Oh, I was going to say, I think if Kadri does get traded, I don't think it's an mid-season trade. I think it's deadline trade as a rental. But he has the ultimate say. He's got that no move clause. So and it seems like he really likes being in Calgary. I don't know if he loves the losing mentality that's going on right now. Like I said, he's still competing. I don't look at Kadri's game and say, oh, he's really like slacking and he's not really in the game at all. I mean, we just can't get anything going offensively. But that's a team thing. That's not a Kadri thing per se. He can't win every game for us.
Well,
could you imagine if Vancouver trades, let Aramaki say, and he turns into a consistent 5-year 30-goal scorer? Like you basically just trade them Brock Besser, right? Before he developed into Brock Besser. Like, could you imagine how infuriating that would be?
I can imagine.
For the team making the trade, right? Like, I have to play against this guy X amount of times in a year. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Like, his name is Sam Bennett. Flames let him go, and he ended up in Florida. Look what happened. We gave up on him too early, and he's a consistent guy over there. Thankfully, not in the same division. If he was in the same division, I think we'd cry.
Would you not be mental if that happened? Like,
easily.
So but I don't know how to say interdivision doesn't matter. It matters. It's a huge gamble trading interdivision.
Okay. This is why we have these talks.
I didn't even know that I would.
I've been just. This is what I do. I think you've been too polite to each other for too long. We needed some. I could. It's good. We needed this. We needed the third wheel again. So thank you, Calvin. We appreciate that.
I will mention an older trade between the Canucks and Flames. I think this was like maybe 2015 or 2016. It was Hunter Shinkaruk for Sven Berchi.
Oh, that's right.
Like I was like, okay, I guess we're just giving we're trading prospects, see what happens, and it kind of fizzled for both clubs. It didn't really do much to either side.
Can you imagine if Sven made it in Vancouver? Like,
I mean, he did occasionally.
I mean, he was good for a minute. Yeah, that was a bad team. That was like all-time bad team. We're talking like bad to the levels of Harry York and Brendan Convery. Bad.
Oof.
That was a bad roster.
Eric Weinrich.
Well, you know the state of the teams when we're trading prospects straight across to see, like, hey, is that going to jumpstart anything? Well, why not? And a bag of pucks, throw in a dishwasher too while you're at it.
It's like, but a good dishwasher.
Yeah, I'll flip you my garbage for your garbage.
I want a Melee. Yeah, I don't want just a Samsung. I want a good one. Calvin, what's your confidence in Conroy and the direction? Like the one direction or just the direction of the Flames?
Pain with your gain. So I'm okay with where things are at right now. Maybe if 2-3 seasons from now, it doesn't look like a lot is happening and the team isn't really improving much, then I'll be a little more worried. Like, okay, was this the right track to go down? And was Conroy a little too timid when he should have pulled the trigger on certain moves? And I know this whole Rasmus Anderson conversation, like, I mean, he's probably not going to resign with us. I think that's pretty open and shut. I know he's going to want to win somewhere. And so what are we going to get for him? Because I think that'll be a for sure flip at the trade deadline. But as a rental, we're not going to get as much for him. And the other team that we trade him to is going to probably want to guarantee that he'll sign there. So that might bring us a little more if that gets worked out. But heading forward, I mean, Zane Parekh, he's looking really good, minus being hurt right now. I mean, anytime he gets the puck, I'm like, what's going to happen here? He's a good puck-moving defenseman. I know he gets compared to Cale Makar a lot. I still think there's a lot of maturity that Parekh needs, and I think Conroy can help with that. He, having NHL experience and that locker room too. Yeah, our veteran core maybe is a little older and not really as dynamite as maybe ownership thinks it is. But I think they do bring a lot to the younger guys, at least experience-wise, and that'll help us out in the long run. So, long story short, I think it's promising where we're headed. But I give it maybe 2 seasons, and then I'll have to reevaluate at that point.
Interesting. Well, thank you. Did you? Now I know this is kind of like last minute. You're coming on the show. We're just past the hour, so we'll probably start getting ready to go here. At Ball, when our season was ending, you said to Ted in the parking lot, "I got some interesting facts for you." Do you still have those interesting facts?
Let me check my phone right now. I might still have some on my phone.
See, this is so Calvin is on local radio. He's on. I mean, occasionally you hear his voice on AM 1150, but he's a Sun FM guy. Yeah. Are you on Go at all? You're on Go too?
I do the news for Go in the afternoon, so at 4 p.m., 5 p.m. The news.
So he's a man of multi-talents. He's just he's a good guy. I visited him in Seminar a couple of weeks ago. It was a good time. We had a bond. It was great.
How does this work? Like, there's are these just 3 different stations, but they're owned by one company? Are they owned by different companies? And it's y'all just trade?
All owned by the same company, and actually all 3 stations in Kelowna at least. So that's Go FM, Sun FM, AM 1150. We're in the same building, so I'm there talking to the hosts in the afternoons, just friendly, and then sometimes they'll have me on to chat about whatever, or if there's something going on in the city I need to get breaking news out, I'll go chat with them. Ooh. And then there's also the other stations throughout a lot of BC that are also owned by the same radio company, so I have to do the news for them too.
I like how Ted asked this question and he sells it.
Yeah, sorry. And they just so you get moved around, you get scheduled wherever you're needed, or do they just call you in and you're just okay, I'll be there?
He's a hired gun.
I'm based in Kelowna. I'm only based in Kelowna, but I still have to do the news for these other markets, so I'm still kind of keeping an eye on things. But I don't have to leave Kelowna a lot. And usually I'm just based in Kelowna. Sometimes they're like, we need someone in Seminar. I'll be like, okay, I'll go.
Okay.
What broadcast?
Do you want your facts now?
Yeah. Grant wants to know what broadcast school you went to.
State, Southern Alberta Institute of Technology in Calgary.
There you go.
Yeah, State alumnus.
State.
Yeah, Grant's got some experience there too.
Let's get into these fun facts. Are they questions or facts?
They're facts.
Okay.
Right. I mean, I might ask you to lead into it, just as in this case, this fact, the gummy bear brand Haribo. You know about Haribo, right? Gummy bears.
Yeah.
So the name Haribo is actually an acronym for the founder of the company using his first and last name and the city where he was born.
So
Say
Haribo,
that
first and last
again.
name and city.
So his first name is
Harry-
Hans. So H-A.
So Rabone.
R-I would be the next one.
Raboken.
Rigel.
Hans Rigel.
Because he's German. So Hans Rigel.
Oh, and he was in Bonn.
In Bonn. There you go.
Wow.
I know this because
Haribo.
that's because I lived on Bonn Road and my grandpa's last name is Bonn. So,
Okay.
fun fact. I got the end though. That's
pretty impressive.
I bet no one knew
that.
there was Bonn, Germany. Some people didn't know. Ted probably didn't know.
No, he only knows Netherlands with his Netherlands baseball hat.
Well, he's Dutch. Didn't you know that? Fijian Dutch. It's some kind of read the Haribo gummy bear review. Okay.
Oh yeah, if you go online and you read the reviews for Haribo gummies,
Not
they
on
are
the pod
comedic.
yourself. It says.
No, don't do it. Don't do it now. Do it offline.
Oh, fine.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe that's an episode in itself.
Do it offline and go incognito. Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Or do people like do stuff with these gummy bears or what?
Yeah, are there multiple facts? Is that or are you just the one?
No, he's got multiple.
Usually when I do it on the radio, we fill like 5 minutes of time, so I've got 4. But like,
okay,
you want to
I'm
go
ready
through the
for
whole
the next one.
rigmarole.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
ready.
do it.
Let's do it.
Okay. All right. So the word lunatic is Latin and stems from the word moon, because back in the older days, they thought the moon would affect your behavior and cause things like mental illness or epilepsy. So you were a lunatic.
Lunar. Yeah.
Like
Okay.
lunar.
Yeah.
Like a tick from lunar. Like a lunar.
Yeah. Lunar tick. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't know if that's okay to do,
That's
but we
so
do.
relevant.
It
Like
is.
werewolf.
It is very.
That makes sense. Or other things, and I'm not going to say. But
You guys are familiar with the band Chumbawamba?
oh
Yes.
yeah, all of one
Yeah.
song. Yeah.
You get knocked down, get up again.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100.
So they actually hold the record for the longest album title of all time, because they released an album in 2008, which is shortened to just "The Boy Bands Have Won," but the actual album title has 156 words in it.
Holy.
What? Why?
I don't know. They wanted to be different, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, the
Where's
only
it
reason I now
written on the album, I need to know how do you even find this album if you can't name it?
Well, it's shortened to "The Boy Bands Have Won," but if you actually look at the album art cover, it's the entire title of the album. That's just the album cover, so it's like 156 words. I would read the whole thing, but that would take 10 minutes in its own. So.
Oh my gosh!
Also,
it looks
another
like the
interesting
line
fact
for
about
like
that 2008 album by Chumbawamba.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the 13th studio album to date.
Oh, see, Ted's getting a bonus fact in there.
Wow.
this looks like the lineup for like Shambhala or something.
Lollapalooza.
Wow.
Featuring Chumbawamba.
I don't know
I
where
mean,
to find these
they're
words.
probably super stoked anytime they get invited to like anything, even all like the retro concerts. Like, we're having Aqua and we're having this, and Chumbawamba's like, "What about us?" Like, no, we're just gonna keep playing you on the radio.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like
Okay.
that. What's the next one? Fire it
That's
up.
a deep cut.
That is a deep cut.
Not a deeper cut than Harabo, but yeah.
That's a pretty deep cut.
No. Number 4 is about our brain and the fight or flight. It's caused by a little almond-shaped thing in our brain called the amygdala.
Like the Abdullah oblongata?
No, not the same thing.
Okay. Sorry.
That's what makes
But,
alligators worry.
it's responsible for like the fight or flight response, and it's literally just shape of an almond. So you can thank your little almond brain for making you scared of things.
Okay. So what does the medulla oblongata do?
I don't know. I got to Google that one. I'm not a biologist by any means.
That's what makes alligators ornery, though. If you ever watch Waterboy, just saying.
Isn't that
That's right.
Isn't that the what's the stem? Isn't that
Because
the stem?
the medulla oblongata.
Yeah. Isn't that like the stem to the brain?
I think it's in the front of the brain. No, I don't know.
Frontal lobe?
I don't know. But do I look like I'm a guy that knows stuff like that?
No, you're Dutch. Clearly not.
I don't.
Who has a Dutch baseball hat that isn't named Lance, honestly?
You have a Dutch wife.
Oh. Sorry, Christy.
Okay, you got one more fact, Calvin?
It's the last one.
Was that 4 or yeah?
That was 3.
That was 4. Was it not?
Was it?
Okay, so there's one more.
The brain, Chumbawamba, gummy bears,
and lunatic. That's 4.
Lunatic. That's 4. All right.
Location: the most inferior, lowest part of the brainstem, continuous with the now it's moving. The cerebellum on the cord of the cerebellum regulations vital functions. Well, regulates vital functions and controls the cardiovascular center and respiratory center. That's pretty important. Also,
I sneezed today. I tried
swallowing and vomiting.
Yeah, I sneezed today, and then I had a second sneeze, and I tried to kind of not full sneeze it, and I ended up choking. Is that normal?
I think you fucked it up.
I did. I was coughing badly.
Okay, Calvin. Sorry, last one.
That was
a bonus one or something.
Normally I do 4, but if you want another, I got a whole list on my phone here. Yeah,
pick something blow our minds here.
All right. So the term Buccaneer, and because I know you talk about football a lot, so the Tampa Bay Buccaneers would be an instant. The term Buccaneer just comes from a word for a meat drying rack.
Oh.
It didn't actually have to do with piracy originally.
Huh.
So French and English hunters in the Caribbean would use wooden frames called boucans to smoke their meat, and so they would be called buccaneers.
Okay.
Mm.
And then eventually,
you said,
yeah, Jack Sparrow get his rum.
At least it's in that area.
Mm-hmm.
So how did they become a football team then?
Good question. They like their meat drying, I guess.
Yeah, maybe they do.
They got the logo wrong, though.
Yeah. I don't think that sells as many hats and t-shirts. What is that? Listen, you got to trust us on this one. You got to trust us. I don't think my kids are allowed to wear that. So, well, this has been fun. Ted, did you have fun?
I had a great time.
We learned something today. We've been trying to
get part where you say that interdivision traits don't matter.
Wow. They don't. I didn't say that
I yell at them on the baseball field too. It's allowed, okay?
We have say that they don't matter.
Understanding. When Ryan says silly things, I have to help him with it.
Mm-mm. I didn't say that they don't matter. I just said I don't necessarily buy it.
Okay, sure, whatever.
So, maybe I'm just out of money that day. I don't know. So, Calvin, shameless plug time. Do you want to plug anything?
Yeah. What are you doing? What are you working on? What's fun with you right now?
I do the public address announcing for the Kelowna Chiefs of the KIJHL. They play out of Rutland Arena. They have a game on Saturday night against Nelson. So if you're in the Kelowna area, come out to Rutland, 7:00.
Okay.
Bring a bulletproof vest.
Oh no!
Get out of here, Ryan.
We got security at these games. I don't know what you're talking about. No riffraff allowed.
That's silly.
Listen, I grew up on the mean streets of Rutland. Okay, so I can say what I want. Till I was 7, anyway. I got stories, man. It wasn't pretty.
Literally 2 weeks ago, I showed up to a game and there was SWAT vehicles all over the street. So
how much? I mean, that's the safest you could be. SWAT's right there. Nothing's gonna happen.
Exactly. Yeah, they were there.
Yeah, love it. So, anything else? Any? You got Kelowna Chiefs. Anything else going on? Are you checking his audio is like totally garbage? It sounds like you're.
We haven't heard anything you've been saying for the last 20 seconds.
Like Morse code. I'm just like, just
I was
follow
just
his.
being quiet because I thought maybe it was me, but no, Ryan.
I was just like, it's Morse code.
There's so much gone wrong on this podcast from a technical standpoint.
I think we're gonna. Yeah, it's just crap now. So that's Calvin. Yeah, I think it's like we all know this is the time when we got to go.
We might call you. I think there's a game we're gonna need a spare for in curling, so I think we might need you one day on a Sunday. Either this one or next, we'll find out.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. Appreciate it, buddy. And we'll likely see you at the rink because it won't be the ball field anytime soon. And
right.
He's gonna. It works now. So thank you for coming on, and keep your stick on the ice.
It was a pleasure.
We'll see you soon, buddy.
Thanks, Colin.
All right, I'm not gonna ban him from the studio, but I'm just gonna take him from the screen. He can still be there. That was great. I'm looking like I don't want to say it. I don't want to be the guy.
I was trying to make facial expression. I was like,
maybe it's me. He's just still sitting there. He's like, geez, my phone had to crap out when he gave me an opportunity. So Kelowna Chiefs, go check them out. Good little hockey team. I think they're on. They had a pretty good little run to start the season. I think they went like 6 or 7-0 to start the season. So go check them out. It's hockey. It's local hockey. Go get your fix in. I got the Rockets Saturday night. They're back playing again. They're low.
We should go to a game. We should probably go to a game.
Well, I mean, yeah, I've got tickets. So,
but you always either you have to give up the tickets. We don't go together. We should go to a game together.
We can make it happen. I'm sure I'm going to have some access to hang out. You just have to make yourself available. Okay.
Yeah.
Before we go, quick question: should I reach out to Manscaped? They got that new razor thingy. Do you need a free razor? Should I reach out, check out our downloads? Maybe it's worth it. I was like, I need something free. I was like, they just had a commercial. We could probably.
I could use it.
We could flog that for a month, hey?
Yeah.
I mean, they're like, guys, we tried twice with you guys. Like, yeah, but we're on a new network now.
Let's just do it.
I'm gonna try. Just don't watch our shows. Don't watch your shows. You might not like what you see.
We'll do it. Well, I'll give you a list of a bunch of stuff that I could use some new aftershaves, some cologne. There's a couple other. Could do like Pete and Pedro. Maybe Pete and Pedro would hook us up.
I don't know who are they?
It's just another like
thing. Are they?
We could do Sasquatch. Maybe some soap.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. See, those are the things I can support because I use soap.
Yeah, we can do like
I use soap.
There's some fun sock companies out there. There's car fresheners, wooden car fresheners.
Okay.
I'll just start sending you a list. You want me to do that?
Wooden car fresheners? What?
Yeah, you put like an oil on them or whatever, and then you tuck them underneath.
Oh, one of those things like girls have?
No, that's
isn't that the same technology that you have like in rooms? It's not. It's the same technology. It's that little hanging thing. That's what girls
eat. It smells like wood.
It's that little oil cube that hangs in.
No, it looks like a credit card.
Mm-hmm.
You just wait. You just wait.
I don't know. I don't know if I like that idea.
There you go. Look.
I'm a little fun. Yeah. You got one in front of you?
No. Grant's saying, he might need to know what to ask for Christmas, so maybe he wants Manscaped stuff. So we got.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, the meat is trying. Oh man, that's as good as the other one. What is it? The oatmeal.
The oatmeal is just a little sweeter. I think was it sweeter?
The oatmeal's the
oatmeal's just a little sweeter.
Like that needs to be this. There's the oatmeal is sweeter. They need to. They're missing out. I'm just saying they're missing out on a prime.
When you're at home, the oatmeal is just a little bit sweeter.
Yeah.
The vibes are just a little nicer. The laundry's pressed a little more neater. Yeah.
We're never getting you.
Cup of coffee stays hotter just a little bit longer.
Nah, you're trying too hard now. The oatmeal is sweeter.
True,
the meat is dry. That's actually really funny. The meat is dry. Like, they're Third and
Oh, what
long.
am I supposed to look up? I'm supposed to look up gummy bear review, right?
Yeah. Baker Mayfield is having a tough quarter. They're third and long, probably third and 18 here, and trying to find Mike Evans in the end zone. The meat is drying, folks. The meat is drying. Oh, and there's a Bucky Irving up the middle, and they're gonna punt the ball away. Like, that would be so funny if you saw that, and that was a slogan. The meat is drying. I don't think they would be able to put that regardless. So
it doesn't sound that great. There's a bunch of reviews on here, so I'm not sure what one to read, but there's a really long one on Reddit from some guy named Luke. It says, "See you in hell, Haribo sugar-free gummy bears." That has to be the one, right?
What am I missing here? Like, I've had them.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one. Okay. Okay. All right.
It's just a simple check. Anyway, this has been a great show. Somehow we added bonus content in the last 2 minutes here, so that's great. I am looking forward to curling this weekend, and I'll keep you posted if there is a hockey ticket in your future, Ted.
Okay.
Possibly even Saturday. We'll see. There you go. On behalf of fourth string goalie Ted Wong, I'm Ryan Hank, mid-body injury on the PP1 podcast on the Area 51 Sports Network. This has been a lot of fun. Calvin joined us. We had a great time. We're going to try to have another guest for next week. Until then, peace out.